Hi everyone and welcome to today's episode of Discussions with Hussein. And today I'm joined by someone very talented, very lyrically skilled, and just a mastermind of all things rap. We have today Molatov. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Molatov, rapper, producer, visionary. Not to gas myself too much, but yeah, I'm an all-round creator. I think I'm in my 7th year of just making music and just creating and being Molatov. It's been a wild ride, but I'm here, man. I'm happy.
Taking it on day by day.
Yeah, I mean, I must have woke up the other day and I'm like, what? I've been doing this for 7 years. That's a long time. I still remember when it was 2019 and I was still doing stuff on SoundCloud, I think I started off just because obviously at the time I couldn't really afford DistroKid or something to put my music out. So I just put it on SoundCloud. I was dropping whole albums and doing whole album rollouts and just putting it on SoundCloud. So to come all the way from, I guess, that era to now, where everything feels a bit more tangible and people are kind of oh yeah, you've done this and that, and this, to get the recognition, I suppose it feels very alien, because I don't know. To me, in my head, I'm still kind of like that 16-year-old in his bedroom, just kind of writing rhymes and just getting on with it,
Yeah, and just writing it out and just spitting bars whenever you can.
Yeah, that. To this day, that's literally all I do. Matter of fact, I think I still have the first ever mic I use. I don't use it, but it's kind of sitting there because I can't really sell it because I've got I've lost all the attachments and stuff with it. So
Yeah.
it's a bit, and even then, it was 40 quid. So what am I getting back on it? A tenner maybe. Not to brag, but I don't need a tenner, So I just keep it as a, what's the word,
Like a souvenir.
Yeah, like a souvenir. That's what I do. But yeah, man, it's crazy. One thing I think is very interesting though is that besides that mic, the workflow hasn't changed very much at all. It's still just my laptop and a few fancy stuff. So a hard drive and a interface, but it's
Yeah.
the same. It's the same, Same bars as well.
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, that's what I think at least. Yeah.
So what got you first into actually making music?
I think I asked this a lot. I think it's expression.
Yeah.
When I started, I to be honest, I didn't even really want to make music when I first started. It was more because I thought it was kind of a thing for the Americans. You're a rapper in Britain? Nah, man, can't do that. At the time I'd seen Lancey Foe and House Affairs, and I was like, okay, they've changed my mind. Okay, I think we can do things in the UK now. It's not just the Americans. They don't have to have all the fun.
Yeah.
But even then, I'm still obviously, growing up, it's all about the maths, the physics, the economics, the going to uni, the stable lifestyles. So I still wasn't into it because I was I want something that I want to make money.
Yeah.
Side note, obviously, at the time, I guess I was developing games. I wanted to get into game development.
Never knew that about you.
Yeah. But I think I got to so what? I was thinking all about this in October 2018. I think March 2019 comes around, and I think something just kind of switches in me to where I'm I feel being a teenager, you go through things that aren't the end of the world, but you feel like it's the end of the world. So you're oh my God, what am I gonna do? This is horrendous. How do I? Because I mean, if I go for example now, if I go through the things I went through at 16, I'll be oh, it'll pass.
Brush
Do you
it
get what I'm
off,
saying?
yeah.
But at the time, it's I really needed the tools to be able to say how I feel, because something I noticed very early when I was young is for example, if I don't know, complain to you about something over and over and over again, I feel the amount of times you're going to emphasize is going to drop off. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I realized very early on that if you say how you feel in a song, guys are going to play it hundreds of thousands of times. and
they
then
get that
they're not
emotional
going to get bored
connection.
of it. You're going to be able to say how you feel, and you know, I don't know. I feel like it just became a way for me to just process my emotions and like say what I think about the world without people kind of thinking of me as like a complainer or like a pessimist of sorts. Um, yeah, and honestly, to this day, that's the same thing. Like, um, I work obviously like I work with Fault the producer a lot, and I literally what we do is before every session, maybe not every session, but we try and do it. Like we'll just talk about like life and what's going on and this, that, and the third. And you know, usually after that conversation, whatever we spoke about, I'm probably talking about it in a song.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I don't know. Yeah, so yeah, it's just expression. And realistically, I don't think that's ever going to change. You know, I feel like as I grow up, life gets difficult in different ways. So yeah, man, that's me. And honestly, it's taken me far. You know, I feel like a lot of people tell me a lot of people don't like to say fans. Do I say fans, supporters? I don't know, but a lot of people who like listen to my music, they tell me about like, you know, like how they can relate to my music and such. So, I'm really glad that I can do that. You know.
To be that person to be able to help them as well and like bridge that
Yeah,
connection.
I mean, if you think about it, it's more like sometimes I feel like the older brother that I never had. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, I know it's not really that deep, you know, because at the end of the day, like they don't quite know me and I don't quite know them.
Yeah.
But I guess in this very like I know parasocial has a very bad rep as a word, but it's a way to describe, I guess, me being able to connect with them without fully connecting with them, and I'm glad I can do that, you know, because I feel like, especially nowadays, like, especially in rap music, we need more like nuanced people. We need like I feel like the youths, they need more like role models of sorts, to show them that kind of like it's okay to say how you feel, or it's okay to not be like the most charismatic or the boldest person in the room. It's okay to feel a bit down sometimes, because at the end of the day, that's just emotions, you know. And I think, for context, I'm doing a master's, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of what I talk about when I talk to my my tutor. That I just want to be someone that like I want to just be a realistic man. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just I don't really like the whole larger than life persona unless it's like intentional or like I need it for something. I just like to be me and just say, you know, my name's Molatov, this is my life, this is what's going on, and here's how I feel about it, you know?
Yeah. And like your music has a very unique style to it. Like it's a very, like when I'm listening to your music, I can't really say like, oh, this sounds like this person's music or like has influences of that. Who'd you get your inspirations from in your music?
Okay. So in terms of inspiration, I'd say my early stuff was very like ASAP Rocky inspired. I think I literally at the start of my music career when I was listening to At Long Last ASAP, you know that album?
Yeah.
Yeah, that, and I heard like Canal Street, was it Geordie Flacco, Electric Body, Excuse Me, LSD. I'm hearing all of this and I'm realizing that rap can be like, it can be psychedelic, it can be kind of you looking in yourself and reflecting on yourself and reflecting on like what's going on in society, even if it's not like you don't have to be like I don't know, you don't have to be like a full-blown activist. You can like even in that album it's him pointing out things about his behavior, about the behavior of people around him and how people react to his behavior and then also move in accordance.
Yeah.
So so early career was ASAP Rocky. Then I think Travis Scott and Don Toliver have kind of they picked up after that because I feel like I got to about 2020-ish and that was kind of my melodic rap era. And then I think 2022 was when Nines, like that's when I got into Nines. I think one of my coworkers posted a song from his mixtape, One Foot In, And I was like, what is this? Like, I love this album cover. Like, it's just nice, just standing on which, well, I did the research, and apparently that's just his road.
Oh.
That's just where he lives. So, or lived, I assume, you know. So yeah, I was like, wow, this is interesting. And I listened to it, and it was like 45 minutes of him just going bar for bar with all of his friends. And I'm like, wow, like, it's like the wordplay is so like seamless and like sophisticated. I'm like, I need to say something like this.
Yeah.
And then also the way he's like putting R&B singers on his track as well. Like, he's giving them their space to shine. You know, he might be sampling these R&B records. I even listened to some of these songs, and I dig for the samples. I'm like, wow, like, this is so like. I feel like his early work, actually, to be fair, even his work now, it's like, it's commercial. It's commercially viable, but it not in a, oh my God, I want to be commercially viable type way, but in a way where it feels natural. You know. I think, in addition to Nines, I'd say Scraps as well. I think that whole kind of era of what I want to call road rap inspires me, because they were literally just taking, like, for example, you know, The Weeknd. They were just taking The Weeknd and just chopping up The Weeknd and then adding a snare,
crazy,
and then just rapping over it. And it's just funny, because it's like, first of all, who was producing this? Like,
yeah.
See, now I'm even thinking, after this, I gotta think, who is producing this? Because I'm like the genius to just take a R&B song, just pitch it down, drop a snare on it, and it's still like the craziest thing I've ever heard. It's like, this is hip hop. This is like, to me, that was like, this is the natural evolution of hip hop. This is the like, from like, you know, like the first block party with DJ Kool Herc, like, to now. I feel like this is what hip hop was always meant to be. Just trying to think, is anyone else? Lancey Foe. Lancey Foe is also a big inspiration in terms of like his if we're gonna say, like, I think the content of his music, like, he found a way to kind of like wear his heart on his sleeve, but also he's like, he lets people know, like, I'm not one of those. Like, I'm not like, you know, I'm not like someone you can just push around. Like, I'm tough. But also, on the next song, here's my experience with love. You know? It's like, I don't know. I feel like that really inspired me, because it's like, there can always be balance. Like, I don't agree with the idea that you should be weak to the point where you look meek and kind of like you know, because no one wants to be pushed around. Like, of course you want to look like, you know, you're gonna call things out, and you're gonna, you know, make people accountable. You know, if they try something funny, like, they try to be funny, you know, maybe they're a bit rude or whatever. But at the same time, you don't have to be like this gangster stereotype as well. You know, like, I think in my work and everything I've taken from listening to these artists is like, balance is so important. Balance, like, whenever I'm making my albums or I'm doing my songs, balance is important. I'm thinking, you know, is this too much? Is this too little? You know, what can I add? What can I strip back? You know, because I feel like, I think balance is a beautiful thing. Balance is like, you just like, it just works.
Balance can make
you
or
get
break
what I'm saying?
right?
It just works, and you're like, you don't, especially as a listener, you're like, I don't have to think about this. This is just this person's persona, like this person's persona, the way he raps, the way everything. It's just balance. You don't need to, you know. It's just everything. It needs to be nothing more, nothing less, and you can just, especially as a listener, you're like, wow, enjoyment. You know.
Speaking of enjoying, I heavily enjoy fucking C2M. That shit goes crazy. Speaking of balance, C2M.
Oh, it is.
I've never heard of, well, I have, but like, it's one of them pieces of work where like, it's been crafted in such a way where everything flows, everything flows so well. There's like, it's very seamlessly, like, it seems effortless. The way that like everything just clicks into place.
Yeah.
That project is fucking crazy. Let's talk about that project.
I got to drop an asterisk on that. Effortless is, I know I talk about balance, but I really put pain on that album, particularly the first song.
Yeah,
like, that was a whole thing, bro. Like, I think I must have re-recorded it 10 times.
Damn.
Like, I think I had, obviously this is a bit of detail, but like, I think I must have done it like 10 times because it was like the delivery wasn't right. Then I was too breathy. Then it was also, I was trying out my new technique where I don't just do it start to back, I do it line by line.
Yeah.
Sometimes the mixing was off, or again, I felt like getting the song right. I was in a transitional period in music. Like I hadn't really gotten like my new system of recording, and I hadn't, like a workflow.
Yeah.
I hadn't really solidified that because I was, at the time, I was going from like the £40 mic to like professional studio grade equipment,
Yeah.
and I hadn't really found my footing. But in the lab, in Fult's studio, I finally got it done. He told me, he was like, yo, like, slow down. We're gonna do that. We're gonna punch in, and you're gonna do ad libs, and it's gonna be great. I'm like, okay, Fez, thank you very much. And then that's how it got done. But the rest of the album was easier, thank God, because that first song, I actually hated that first song because I was like, just
because you kept working on it to try and perfect it. And
because I just wanted it to work. The rest of the album was a bit seamless there. Let's go into the memory bank because I'm thinking some songs I did and like, some songs I wrote, some songs I just went in and I just recorded it, and some was a mix of everything. I think Privilege.
Yeah.
Privilege was the one which it was mixed. I think, again, I'd had a studio session with Folk, and we'd agreed to do a song. I can't remember what we'd agreed to do, but he's like, oh, do you want to do another one? And I'm like, this is so funny. This was the night before the session. I was like, well, I can't come empty-handed. So I'm like, I got to pick a beat. So I got to pick a beat off YouTube. But I'm not going to lie, I was procrastinating. I was playing games. I was doing whatever. Wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh my God, I haven't written anything. So on the way to the studio, I'm writing. I'm just trying to find that. I'm not telling the devil I'm involved in flavor. I'm just trying stuff. And then I finally get there and I get the hook done, obviously from writing on the way there. And then the rest was freestyled. I want to say about like the I don't know, like like 16 bars before the end, something like that. That was kind of punched in. Which do you know what punching is? Just where you just do it line by
I've
line.
I've been to it many times before.
I'm not gonna lie, it can be painful sometimes. It's
that
like
should look stressful.
Yes, it's terrible. It's horrendous. But write your bars, write your bars. But sometimes that's to get done. So yeah, I think I'm trying to think. Is there a song that I just did like front to back that was on C2M? Just like punched in. I just see what's so funny. I don't actually remember what's even on that album.
Damn.
That's so crazy. I agonized over it.
That's your debut album, right?
Huh?
Debut album.
Debut,
right?
yeah. I mean, I've been making albums for years. So I don't. You just like you upload it, you keep pushing.
It's up. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, don't quote me on this, but I think RGB.
Yeah.
That one was the one I punched in. I must have had a few bars. That I took to Psy, and then we recorded the rest. And just for context, I think I record nowadays it's either with Psy Too Sly, or Fault, the producer. I definitely think during making this album, again, like I said, it was a transitional period. So I'd graduated, so obviously I was kind of in between, seeing both of them because obviously I went to same uni as Psy, so we had our setup. So yeah, I went to Size and I had a little bit of bars, which must be crazy to listen to because it was like that's like story, like I was doing like real like storytelling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just had like the first 8, and then I just said, okay, how do I feel? How did I feel about it? What was I doing at the time? And then I just got it done like that, and so yeah, I think as you can imagine, there's a lot of like write the first bit. And then you just kind of like freestyle the rest.
Yeah.
Just to, like just curate the beginning. Really think about what that first thing you want to say. And then once they're hooked, you can be, not to say you can drop the ball, but I say like it matters not as much. Because obviously, first few seconds of a song, you need to lock in. Yeah, like you do. You need to like, or they're just going to skip it. So, why can't I remember any of the songs? I'm like, what, Privilege?
Escape
Sachet
from
ice cream
Jamaica.
cake. Escape from Jamaica.
Adam Lallana.
Adam Lallana.
Entitled.
Everyday Struggle, Entitled. I'm trying to think which of these was. I think that was the approach. I think it was a lot of like you write the first 8 bars and you punch it in. Like I think that was the approach for everything. And honestly, I feel like I do less of that nowadays. I think for this new era I'm in, I'm kind of like it's a lot of just punching in. I like obviously I feel like a lot of people worry when they say that, but I feel like it works for me. Just open the laptop and hit record, and you just say whatever, and it's a banger. But yeah, I mean, I was thinking about this morning. Like, I feel like C2M is very like. I was looking at the numbers. I was like, wow, this is very successful. Like, a lot of people love this, and a lot of people tell me how much they love this, and I'm like, because again, remember, I'm just writing rhymes in my room,
No,
bro.
man, C2M's fantastic.
Like, I don't know, man.
It's crazy.
I'm just writing rhymes in my room and just making sure it kind of flows, I mean, in terms of like, I mean, to be fair, for me to say like, oh, I just write rhymes in my room, I guess it's a bit like disingenuous because there is like some respect to the craft and like the story I wanted to tell. I think, but because what I do is obviously the track list is so important to me. Like when the songs are done, I will for months and months and months I will sit there, switching songs, unswitching them, moving them to the back, to the front, to the end, adding songs, taking them off again, then adding like 3 more, then removing 5, and then because I feel like the album to me, honestly, the album ain't even like when I make albums, it's not even for people. It's for me. It's for like, I treat albums like the way people kind of treat like, I guess like, like like scrapbooks or like, when you go back and you look at the memory, you
look at the progress and like,
you just look at who you was as a person, and that's me, man. I'm not really in this album thing to be like, oh, this. I need to make this impression on the rap game. You get what I'm saying? Like I just this is how I'm feeling. This is a like here's a collection of like 7 to 11 thoughts. That's genuinely my kind of approach to album. If anything, sometimes the album feels like if you want to get really deep about it, sometimes the album feels like this this comment on like what the world is like at the time I wrote it. Because obviously there's little bits about like. I don't think I'm a full-blown activist, but I think there are little bits about like what the economy is like at the moment, what the politics are kind of looking like right now, what's everybody's perception of me, what's going on with everyone. So sometimes, it's a bit of a screenshot of like, I guess Britain at the time of recording. Just for context, I think it's worth mentioning. I have like 2 other albums on SoundCloud that I released ages ago, and people still listen to those, and I'm like, wow, like that's ball knowledge. First of all, that's ball knowledge. I forgot those were up actually. But yeah, man, I love making albums, like just because again, it's a snapshot. It feels fun. It gives me a purpose, and it makes the marketing so easy, like so easy, like So yeah, man, I'm not in this album thing to be like, I am the greatest rapper alive. I could be. I don't know, mate. I could be. I suppose it could be, but that's not really my focus, I suppose. So.
Yeah, I get that. How do you feel when you like listen to old music? Because I get like it's a snapshot of what you were at the time, but like, do you like enjoy some music? Do you hate some of it? Like, what's the general vibe like with your old music? Is there one song you'd never touch and listen to?
That's an interesting question. I think I'm gonna maybe move like in terms of like my thinking. I'm gonna go back because I don't actually listen to old music anymore. Like, I think now that I've got my new recording flow down, I record furiously, like every day, any day, wherever, whatever time I get an idea down or I get a song done. But I suppose on the blue moon that I do listen to a song. a part of me is kind of like, yo, what's this guy's kind of whack, bro. This guy's kind of trash, bro. Nah. It's more like it's just a time capsule. It's just like, oh, like I've come very far. Like
You can see the evolution like clear as like night and day.
But yeah, also I see the vision as well.
Yeah.
And when I go back, I see young me. I was like, okay, his wordplay was a little forced here, but the message was got across, and I think that's excellent, and that should be something that's celebrated. Of course, we can improve it in the next one, but I don't know. I feel proud. I look back, I feel proud. I feel like the older brother I never had. Like, you show your work to someone who's more accomplished in life and they praise it. That's how I feel when I look back on my own stuff. Like, it's of course, it's a bit of a critical moment, but it's also a moment of like, yo, like I've come far. I'm committed to my craft, and I guess to get a bit arrogant, I've done what a lot of the haters said I would never do, which is, I'm still in this 7 years later.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. At first, like literally, when I started rapping, it was do I have haters? Don't want to call them haters. I'm trying to think.
Off the title.
I'm trying to think of a pragmatic. I always believe like I have no haters because that would require me to acknowledge them. But let's acknowledge them under like hypotheticals. I think when I started music, obviously all of my friends in school at the time were like very like academically oriented, so they didn't really see the vision. My mom didn't really see the vision too tough. She was like half on board, like as you can imagine, like because it was 2019, so like I just started doing this, so she was like, this is cool, but maybe you could just like For reference, my mum is not my hater. I just need to clarify that. Because, nah. People in school was the haters. They was the haters. But the point I'm trying to make is that a lot of people weren't confident in what I was doing, but I was confident, and I just did it anyways. And now, a lot of people look back and they're like, even my mom, she hears my song, she's like, wow, this is really good. You should do this and that. I'm like, yeah.
That's when you're doing a good job when mom's like
yeah, when my mom's is on board. You're clear still. But yeah, I think, I forgot what I was even saying. Yeah, I think when I look back, it's a victory lap for me. It's a moment of celebration. So yeah, but yeah, when I look back, yeah. I forgot what the question was, but
just look back and like,
just waffling,
nostalgia, just see how the progress and
just waffling, bro. Yeah.
No, man, I get it though. And like, how do you feel about like the current state of music?
I think,
especially rap as a genre.
Interesting. What do I think? I think the obviously. I feel like talking about the UK underground is obviously it feels like a bit of a trend now. It feels like like what can I add to this conversation? But I think music's in a wonderful place. I think we're really in the place where like British rappers are like on par with American rappers. I would even argue some UK rappers are even better than American rappers. If you really want to take it there.
That part.
Obviously, that's not a universal like statement. I think every place has their like really good guys. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just UK, we're on top now. We're on top. You could go to America or wherever. You could go to like, I don't know, like Estonia or something, and they're gonna be like, yeah, man, I listen to UK rap, and I'm like, okay, yeah. So yeah, I mean the state of and I feel like it's also very like biodiverse. I love that. It's biodiverse. One day you're listening to like the rage, the trap, the mosh pit stuff, and in the same breath I'll go listen to like, what's that one song I'm listening to? Breathe by Brighter Days Family.
No.
Oh, okay. It's don't worry. When you're around me, you'll hear it. I'll play it. But my point is, you'll go from like this trap rage, like mosh pit, and then you'll just be dancing. You can shake legs. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, like it's so diverse and it's fun. I think music has become fun, I feel like currently how I feel about, I guess kind of like the 2016 to about 2019 movement is that like it felt very mainstream and very like it felt serious. Everyone was taking themselves very seriously. It was party material, but it was like, I don't know, like nobody had like funny wordplay. Nobody was like dressing up in these elaborate outfits. Nobody was making these really obscure niche cultural references. It just felt, I don't know, it felt like the UK for a little bit was a bit, we was afraid to like, you know, just be a bit silly.
Yeah, have a bit of fun.
But this new generation, we do not care, bro. We do not care.
We love to see it.
You just say whatever, you know, you do whatever, you be yourself, you dress as yourself, and I think that's beautiful. Because of course, like, what's the point of this music at all if we're not
Expressing ourselves.
Yeah, we're not saying what we feel and being how we feel and just saying whatever within reason, you know, because you know, it can get techie, but you know, like, what's the point of this, bro? We might as well hang up the jersey or whatever, you know. So yeah, I would also say yes, it's very decentralized as well. Like, there's no like 2016 to 2019. You'd be like, okay, J Hus, Dave, Notes. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's very centralized and very like, these are the guys.
The handful of guys, yeah.
But nowadays, bro, you could get, I think it might just be the internet, but nowadays, bro, you get on Spotify, you can listen to 100 artists in the next hour.
Yeah.
And they're all popping. They've all got 100K monthlies. They're all touring. They're all collabing with each other. I think that's beautiful as well, because I think decentralized music is the way to go. You know?
For sure, yeah.
End of the label is the way to go. Actually, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah. I think post major society, post major label society is it's upon us, I think. You know, a lot of independent guys, a lot of just, you know, and I love that. You know, it feels like the UK is a bit like the rainforest. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it's just got like loads and loads and loads and loads of, you know, species, and they're
Just a lot
all
going on.
and they're all thriving.
Yeah.
They're all good. Like, you know, no one's endangered that much. I don't know. I'm trying not to say something biology related that I don't know what I'm talking
We've
about.
gone from biodiverse to endangered.
Yeah, but you get what I mean though. It's
Yeah.
just diverse. Everyone's popping. Everyone's getting money. You know. So
Everyone's actually putting out music that's like worth to listen to. You know?
yeah, 100%. Yeah, man. I love this new era of music. I'll never be one of those guys that's like, oh, it's a new generation, man. It's trash. Cause it's not. You know, I'm not. I'll never be old head, man. I'll never be. Yeah, I can never do that, man. Do you know what it is though? Like, yeah, like there are. This feels very tangential, but I'm one of those people where it's like, I love every single generation of music, through and through. Like, I think every single generation of music has its own artistic merit, and I would defend it. I would defend it.
Yeah.
You
They
know,
have their own styles
yeah.
and like their own things and like references, and like they're very consistent,
Yeah.
and like you can see the change and evolution. That's what we want to see, right?
Yeah. I think, like, even like, I had this thought the other day, like, the whole like mumble rap conversation always felt like dumb to me, because it's like, there's a part of me that thinks maybe it's okay that people can express themselves in less words. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think, because what is it? To speak, right, is like, I'm trying to get my point across without sounding like this deep, like, philosopher.
Yeah.
But I think I must have read somewhere that, like, to even speak and say how you feel is you're doing this, like, crazy calculation in your brain. Do you get what I'm saying? It's difficult. And even when you do speak and you get all this information that's just firing off.
Sometimes it just don't come out
Like,
right.
it can't always come out perfect.
Yeah.
So I think I feel like the less we speak almost, the less we say without speaking, I feel like we are almost, we could even argue that, again, the mumble rappers are like more intelligent. That might be controversial, but I think, yeah, if you can say more without saying anything, that in my opinion, that's a sign of intelligence, I think. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like, obviously there's a time and a place, I feel like, you know, like, you know, you don't want to turn on like some boom bap and bros mumbling, like, it's not going to make sense. But I do genuinely feel like every approach to music contextually has its own use. So that's just how I feel.
No, I get what you mean, and like, but then again, on the opposing view, to play devil's advocate, right? You're mumbling the words. Might as well just say them.
Say again.
You're mumbling the words. Might as well just say them.
Mm.
Because like we can make out what you're saying. We know what you're saying. Like you know, there's that flow of words. So you might as well just say them. I felt like at one point mumble rap was an art, and then it heavily got turned into what seemed like a trend.
Yeah.
And people just doing it because like everyone was popping doing mumble, and like it was very saturated at one point.
I hear it. I don't hear it. I feel like I employ, like obviously, let's. I mean, let's not. I mean, I shouldn't have called it mumble rap, but it was, okay. Well, for example, rage music, right?
Yeah.
Rage music. I employ a lot of their techniques.
Yeah.
Like sometimes in my song, I will say something perfectly crisp, pronounced, clear, and sometimes I won't. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like the artists who have like an awareness and could do that, then I mean, you know, if you know, you're good, bro.
Yeah,
you're
for
set.
sure.
Like
yeah.
if you can do it intentionally, that's perfect. I mean, if you're just mumbling because you're kind of in the studio, you're just like, oh, like I don't know what to say, then yeah, maybe you might need to work on the craft a bit. But if you're like intentionally, like, which I think a lot of rappers are doing, majority, especially like even the guys at the top level, like, you know, like Shayo, Samasan, Netspan, like all of them, I genuinely think that they're not necessarily pronouncing every word perfectly or being perfectly audible. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's a beauty to that as well.
And either way, it is art. Like
Yeah.
it's their own. Like it's an artist doing their art, and like you can't tell them what to do. It's their art.
Yeah, I think it's funny because at the same time I listen to like West Side Gun or like Joey Badass or whatever. So I mean I don't know. I got an appreciation of like everything. Like I feel like if you really like rap music, you'll listen to everything.
Yeah.
You know, like you'll love it. Just you'll love the rebelliousness, the ambitiousness. You'll just love it all. And I'm a rap fan. I'm a rap purist probably. I don't know if I should say that. I don't really know what the word purist means, but basically I love rap. Like I love all rap. I love rap like
rap.
completely through and through. So yeah, that's me, bro. Like if you love rap, you'll love everything. Maybe not equally, but like you'll be like, okay, I get this.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about SOL.
Yes.
What's going on with SOL?
SOL, that's the collective right now. I mean, obviously, you know, we're gonna make it a bit more formal in the future, but I'm not gonna count my chickens before they've hatched. But right now, it's just a clique, man. It's a movement. It's you know, it's me. It's Fault. It's, you know.
Sai.
Yeah, Sai. I did, but you know what it is, bro. It's just my friends, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like if we're cool, you're probably SOL.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's everyone, bro. For example, Takeo. Takeo, he's really good. That's
Taco's
just
crazy. I love Taco's music.
yeah. Takeo's really good. But I can't lie. Yeah, Ed, if you hang around with me, you're SOL, bro. If I done music with you, you're probably SOL. We're just yeah, man. We're just friends. You just make music, bro, and we're all business minded.
Yeah.
We're all business minded, you know. We're all giving each other opportunities. For example, Takeo was the one who put me onto my headline in Birmingham. He was like, yo, bro, you trying to do this headline? I'm like, okay, first. I mean,
not?
yeah, man, yeah, cool. And then just went up to Birmingham and did the show, and then. In the same breath, I'll be like, yo, like, Takeo, you want to jump on this song? Like, I'm trying to get this on my album or da-da-da-da. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just we're all putting each other on. And I think that's a beautiful thing. That's
It's
SOL.
amazing. I love when like because I know a lot of artists as well. Like I love when they're all working together and like bouncing ideas off each other.
Yeah.
And it's like you can actually see like the artist thing, if that makes sense. Like, you know, once they have that like flow state and like it's like, oh yeah, do this, do that, and like they're helping each other out. It's like that's what I want to see. That's community.
Yeah, it's a community. I think it's a lot of just like, you know, you scratch your back, I'll scratch yours. Cause yeah, I mean, I think very quickly I learned that like, if we're working in hospitality, how on God's green earth are we gonna make it in this music thing if none of us have our own time? So we've got to help each other.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, man. Like if I don't know how to explain it. Like for example, I don't know. Let's say I help Fault with his album rollout, right? And then let's say that gets me recognition. Then, you know, for example, and I go on to do other stuff, right? With other people, right? Now I
Yeah.
have the money to not be in hospitality, and I can work with him again. I have more time to work with him again. I have more time to work on my own projects. And if I'm working on his projects, then his projects are better, and then he can help me with my projects and vice versa. And then again, it's literally we're all creating, we're all just lifting each other off the ground and like getting ourselves popping. Like that's really what I do.
Circle of life.
Yeah, it is, man. Yeah,
That's exactly what it is.
it's a beautiful thing. I think obviously it's a thing that takes time, but like that's the vision. Like we all help each other get some money, you know.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, like this is what I'm in for. Like obviously the expression is why I came, but like the money is why I'm staying. Did you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The money is why I'm staying. So, but yeah, that's me, man. That's SOL. Like even you, bro, you're SOL now. I ain't even gonna lie, you're SOL, bro. if you hang with me, you're
I'm
SOL.
in the group chat.
Yeah, bro. If you dap me up in the club, you're Nah, you're not. No, I was gonna say if you dap me up in the club, you're SOL. Nah, bro, nah.
Anyone be dapping anyone up in the club?
Nah, maybe twice.
Right.
Twice would be like, yeah, I know him now. Third, yeah, that's SOL still. But yeah, just community, and we just lift each other up, man.
Nice. What about new music? What you got cooking? What you got coming up?
I've got a million things cooking, bro. It's a nighty, bro. It's a nightmare. If you looked on my calendar, bro, it's a nightmare, bro. It's just, I've got an album coming up. My Second Adolescence. It's very I think it kind of turns C2M up to like 11.
Oh.
It's very like, I don't know how to explain it. I think if C2M was very like low, like reflective, like very like laid back and like moody, I feel like Second Adolescence is a progression of that. I feel like the moodiness is like, it's 10x. The things I'm talking about is 10x. The writing is 10x. It's like, but it's 10x in a new way. It's not like, I think I speak to a lot of people and my main mission is to like not make C2M2 because where's the growth? Did you get what I'm saying? Where's the growth? I think it's new in its own way. I think even the concept, like my whole concept is like it's about growing up, I guess, and being like 20 something and like navigating like that post uni life. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I feel like literally that's what the second adolescence is. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's you're in a new phase of life where you have to, you know, where you don't have the same comforts and freedoms. You know, you have the expectations are higher, you know, and you know the isolation is like higher as well. So it's like, how do I navigate this? This feels new. It feels like a whole new thing to me, you know. So it's really about a process of just like, how on earth am I gonna get through that? You know.
Yeah. I hear it.
I mean, if you want to get really reductive, it's pretty much just the last year and a half of my life, kind of compressed into like this, sometimes dramatic, sometimes aggressive, kind of and very concise body of work, I suppose. You know, because as I say, like I'm in this for the expression, so it's literally just that. I'm trying to think like what I could say about it without like spoiling it. I do think it is a bit more. It's not rage inspired, but I love a bit of distortion.
Yeah.
I do love a bit of like distortion and grit and character. Obviously within reason, but like I do like that, and I feel like that's something I felt was missing on C2M. Like songs that were like moments. Do you get what I'm saying? That was like I felt like C2M felt like this continuous kind of like train journey, as opposed to like this, I don't know, like
a bumpy road.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, bro. I'm trying to think of like a vivid
like if C2M
example.
was a straight line, this is like a
you know when a star just blows up in space, it just blows up and there's a whole thing and everything's just scattered. Like that's what's kind of my second adolescence is. It's an event. It's You know, it feels destructive. It feels like I'm really forcing you to just like, look at me. Like, look at me, bro. Stop vibesing, bro. Like, look, this is what I'm going through. But yeah, I mean, again, without spoiling it, it's still got that Molotov kind of like flavor to it though. Like, obviously, new era doesn't mean you don't give people what they want.
Yeah.
Kind of. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You probably see that, and I reckon you can probably see that in the singles. Because what I dropped. So I've dropped that one song. I really hope this is worth it, which is that sound, that grit, that dirt, that off balanceness. But then we've got Cosmopolitan, which is like the shoulder shaking anthem. I'm in the back of the
Yeah.
It's balanced. Those are the kind of two moods that I'm in. I think there are a few nods though. Like I don't want to say I'm political, but I'm a little bit political. I'm political in a way that's like
How what's meant to be.
not to say that like you should switch off from being political, but if you really must, it's not that much. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's very like, or actually, I think a better way is probably like it's very like. It's like, this, okay, actually, I'm trying to think of a way, because it's like, I'm not saying, oh my God, A, B, and C is wrong with our country, our economy, our world. I'm saying, that's like this. Why is that? Do you get what I'm saying? You just say that.
Like with the everyday hustle.
Sorry?
We're like with the everyday hustle.
Yeah, you just, like for example, I'm trying to think of an example, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, okay, I'm gonna think of it. I haven't said this on the album for reference, but for example, cheese is £4. Why is that? And you just leave that there, and now
Let it cook.
And now the audience has to be like, why is cheese £4? You're right,
Yeah.
I should figure that out. And then you think about the economics, and then the exports and the tariffs. Do you get what I'm saying? It's I feel like it's political in a way that like I'm not, again, I hate to treat listeners like they're silly, because they're not. Like all of my listeners are extremely intelligent, and I want to respect that. So it's written in a way where like you can engage with it if you must. You cannot engage with it if you must.
Yeah.
But if you want to, there's going to be some gold in here. But yeah, it's very, my second adolescence, it's emotional, it's political, it's me. I think it's just everything, all the experiences that you could associate with being, I guess, a black 20-something man in 2026, and how I've got to navigate that and be kind of the best, but the most emotionally available, but also like the most successful version of myself that I feel I can be.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it a lot. And like you're very like you're a visionary. Everything I've heard, like for example, Fultz told me this a lot as well. Like when he's trying to make a project, you're always the one that's like the theme. Like take the theme and like develop it into your own world. And like with the whole, he said his new upcoming project is like dystopian. It's like your final week on Earth.
Yeah,
the time of the enough was it, and you got to have a party. And like you make art as the art it is, and like I feel like you have that vision, like because people don't make albums no more. People don't make albums no more.
I hear it.
Because no one actually sits there and takes the time to like put it down in a way to like where it flows well. It has its own world, its own image, and I feel like you do that perfectly. I'd say.
Yeah.
And like, it speaks for itself.
I think it's all about like you don't want to take your concept and just bash the listener over the head with it. Do you get what I'm saying? You want to kind of just like, here it is, take it or leave it, because some man, they'll listen to it front to back and then front to back again. Some man will listen to like 2 singles and then just turn it off.
True.
Not because they hate it, but just because like they're not really trying to like do that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like who's trying to, like, imagine you're commuting to work. I'm not, it's 7 a.m, bro. Who's trying to hear all this political stuff, bro? Yo, I'm trying to get to 6 p.m. So yeah, all my concepts like are very stripped back. I feel like, because I guess growing up and being a fan of hip hop, you watch a lot of those lyric breakdown videos. Yeah. And you notice all the guys that they analyze, they're not analyzing the most like, oh my God, this is like so obvious. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like the albums that I feel that were even worth kind of them breaking down are the ones where you have to really think and you have to be like, what is this concept? This concept could be A, this concept could also be B, you know? Like, I like making albums that create discourse about what it is. You know, you may not see an album the same way I see it.
Yeah.
Neither, and I want it to be like, neither is necessarily wrong, but but you take something different from it. Do you get what I'm saying? Everyone takes something different from, I guess, their albums.
Yeah.
So yeah, honestly, I think that's a beautiful thing, like enabling someone to just kind of come to their own conclusions. You know, inspiring thinking.
Yeah. It's something
Yeah.
we all need right now as well.
Yeah, because yeah, man, it's techie out there, man.
It's looking bleak.
You need some techers, man.
But a way to lighten the mood is to come to one of the events you're working on. Let's talk about this.
Yeah,
Wait,
man.
hold on.
Yeah, man, come to Lunacy Labs, man. Shake leg, you know. I feel like throwing events is kind of like our other way to kind of solve the whole like. It's a bit techie out there.
Yeah.
You know what we're gonna do?
Get together, have fun.
Yeah, man. That's what me and Folk do. We just throw parties everywhere, man. We just for our first one, it was so funny because it was like it was basically we was doing a video shoot for him and Shay Marco, and obviously everybody had pulled up to the shoot, but it seemed obviously not to like diss anyone, but like, everyone seemed kind of more interested in just having fun and kicking back as opposed to like being in the video. So I was like, I think I must have texted Folk one day. I was like, yo, bro, like if we get as many people just to come to the shoot, like if we just charge them entry, like, you know, like this could be a productive opportunity for everyone. Do you get what I'm saying? And of course, like we was like, yeah, like it doesn't even have to be a mad price, bro. Like, you know, I mean, we're not really doing that anymore, but we was doing £5 on the door. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it was more about just like vibe, bro. Come have fun. At the time it was May, so it's like the summer's just starting. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Good way to start the summer off.
Yeah, man. And also, it was also my experience with clubs. Like, I love Mostack, I love Dave, I love Notes, I love NSG, but I feel like we need to, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a pragmatic way to say that. Basically, there's other artists. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we can be diverse.
Yeah.
You know, like the clubs, they're just playing the safe options. This, like, obviously the songs that we all love, which is wonderful, but you can imagine if you hear the same song and you get like 5 different clubs, you're like, please, can
Every
we just
club's got the same playlist on rotation. Let's get a bit.
Yeah, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need something new. We need to show the new generation and what they're also doing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was kind of the whole thing. I think, you know. So of course I played the bashment, the soca, the dance hall, the one man to the yeah. I played all of that, but I also played like Young E Man. I played some Lancy Foe. I played some Teasers, some Diamond. You know.
Yeah.
I even played like a lot of foreign music. Like I played a lot of Bouillon, a lot of what's her name, Mimi KDS, Theoma, Theodora. You know, like what's that? She said, hey, baddest to my left. Yeah, like a lot of that. Like, but just playing like different stuff, bro. Stuff you don't really hear in the UK. I think the music was the most important part for me. Like, literally, like, if we played the same music as everyone else, I swear on everything, I would not do this. I would quit right now. Do you get what I'm saying? Because, like, what's the point, bro? I'm not interested in being a promoter or a nightclub manager. I'm interested in like showing people, yo, this is the new generation of music. And of course also playing my tunes as well. You know, like, you know, you can't come to Lunacy Labs and not hear some Lunacy tunes. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I'm about, bro. You know, a space to have fun, hear some new music, and just just enjoy the summer, because I know I'm enjoying the summer, you know? So why not? Okay, now it's time for me for like 5 seconds to do my bit and just be like, tell the cameras that...
Tell them.
Yeah. You know, we're throwing an event. Obviously, I don't know when this is gonna come out, whether it'll come out before the event, but we're throwing an event on the 26th, day party, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. You
Comes
know,
out the Friday before.
you get what I'm saying? You can just come, and then you can just, you know, go to bed, get your 8 hours, get off of the day job. You know, a little something. Gonna hear some sounds that like you might not have heard before. And it'll be, you know, it'll be a good vibe, man. You know, tickets are £10 on the door. No, not on the door, sorry. £10 online for now. I'm gonna say for now. Because obviously, like, demand is demand, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, you know, like, don't lack. But if you lack, that's fine, you know, because it'll stay affordable. But also don't lack if you can't come because, like I said, we're locking off the summer.
It's going to be many more.
We're locking off the summer. Like, literally, I was on the phone to Shay Marco and Fault today, and, like, we're all eager to just coordinate our moves and, like, think about what are we going to do after this. And I'm just saying, like, yo, like, first things first, we got to evaluate. We got to, like, you know, systematically look at this. And if everything's all right, we're going to lock off the summer. Or actually, to be fair, no matter what happens, like, even after this event, like, we're still going to throw events. Do you get what I'm saying?
For sure.
It might change maybe the format of how we do events, but, like, we're going to do events, bro. We need, like, on this call, it was a lot about, like, we need presence. Like, we need to maintain that presence and let people know we're here to stay. You know, so, but yeah, man, Lunacy Labs, like, we are here. We will be the standard. Like, you know, I was gonna talk about the future of SOL, but I feel like we're not ready. No one's ready for that. No one's ready for that conversation yet. But just know the Lunacy Labs is part of a bigger thing. It's part of a bigger vision. It's all about, like, community and an ecosystem and kind of, like. For example, one thing I do want to do is, like, I'd love to just make music and just show it off there. You know, like, one of these days I've got to just record a song, like, 2 hours before, pull up and play it and just see what happens.
See what the vibe is, how everyone's
Yeah,
feeling
because I mean that's how it used to happen in sound system culture. That's how it used to happen in grime culture. Like, literally, like, you would just make a song, pull up, pop the USB in, and just. If it's good, it's good. If it's dead, it's dead, you know?
Yeah, hear it.
But yeah, so I want to bring that organicness back.
That's what we're all missing. That's what we all need.
Yeah, man, we need to be outside, man. UK is miserable, man. Everyone needs a drink in their hand, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, I want to thank you for joining me today. We're out of time.
Of course.
Yeah, guys, do you want to shout your socials?
Yeah, man. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. They're at Moving Flames. Like, moving, but without the G. Yeah, obviously, follow me on Spotify, all platforms, Molatov. Yeah, man, C2M's out right now. Yeah, man, go get that, man.
Well, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Discussion with Hsyn. Peace out. Nice.
Whew, I was fighting the dry throat. I was fighting it, bro. I was fighting the demons.
No, man, I heard the throat get dry.
Sounding like Harry King.